Hey y'all, it is your favorite babyface adult, Monty, coming back at you with another video. Hey, say what's up, say what's up, say what's up.
Hi.
Hello. Oh my god. Not the lack of energy.
I'm sorry.
Jeez, maybe we would have like started over or something. Anyways, y'all, this is my very dry guest. This is my new friend, my newfound friend, Brennan or Nate.
Yeah.
I call him Breanan-Nate because I got two names.
Yeah.
This is my first collaboration, so hello. Like, this means so much to me. If you guys want to check out his channel, which you should, this is Original Brennan. Tell us, that's the channel name, so sorry. Tell us about your channel.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. You said no hard-hitting questions, but yeah. So I make everything. I make a little bit of everything. But right now I'm doing like podcast. I'm doing podcast. And right now, actually, I'm coming up with a debate, like a debate type show on my channel soon, Popular Opinions, you know. Okay. And y'all already know, y'all already know, your girl Monty, she on it, you know.
I'm on there. Yeah. So you can check our content out in there. Check out his other content as well, and he'll be posting some new, fresh stuff. So you guys can check out all his socials in the description. Make sure y'all support, show him love. I would truly appreciate it because he's been real supportive and everything. Today, we are going to be doing another tier list, but this time we're doing Nickelodeon shows because why not? Those shows are just as goated as, not just as goated, I feel like Cartoon Network is more goated, but oh yes, absolutely. So we're going to be ranking all the shows that we see, basically anything that we can remember. So if before you start, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that bell so you know when I post, because it's my first collaboration. Breanan-Nate.
Y'all better.
Yep.
Y'all better.
Breanan-Nate's here, and you gotta support him. So without further ado, let's get started. Since you are my guest, you can go ahead. I'm gonna make sure you can see all of it. So everybody, these are all the shows. I know, everything is pretty much here. So since you're my guest, you get to go first. What do you want to talk about, or what is your ranking for whatever show here?
All right, I kind of want to. Let's get the trash out the way first. Where's Fanboy and Chum Chum?
Fanboy and Chum Chum. Wait, okay, let me find it. Do you see it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's.
Oh, this is gonna be tough. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god.
You see it, figure out? You see figure it out?
Okay, I found it. Okay. What do you rank Fanboy and Chum Chum?
Oh, that's an E. Dang, they don't got F.
Oh my god.
Let's, you know what? I'd say it's a D.
I was gonna say a D too. Because
it's not good, but yeah. It's funny.
It's funny, right? I think it's one of those shows where you kind of just watch it because it was on late at night a lot, and so like I don't know. I mean,
it was.
It's
not the worst. It's not the worst.
It's not the worst. It's not. I mean, yeah. You've seen Monsters vs. Aliens, right?
Yeah.
The show.
Yeah.
I think that is so trash.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because I love the movie, right? The movie is so funny.
Top tier. Well,
top tier.
Pretty good.
But, right, in the show, they didn't have, like, all the characters, right?
No.
My turtle scared the crap out of me. I'm so sorry. I just hit her in the head.
Okay.
Banana, make your appearance. She already said hi to Breanan-Nate. Breanan-Nate, I think, you're scared of turtles, right?
Oh, no, I'm not scared of turtles.
Oh, okay.
I love Mr. Turtles. Yeah.
Okay, well, she's going. But like I was saying, they didn't have all the characters in the show, right?
They didn't have all the characters.
Right.
I can't remember an episode from that show.
Like, I can't either, but I think I remember as a kid thinking, where's everybody at? Like, I don't remember like seeing everyone. I don't. Yeah. That's such. It was so bad. I think it had like what, maybe one season.
I feel like they were generous to give it. I'm thinking 2 for some reason, but I'm pretty sure it's 1. But.
2 just to give, like, maybe people just didn't get it. No, we got it. It's just it should have never been created. I've never watched Nikki, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. That's new.
You never watched Nikki?
Oh my God! So hold on. Let's talk about it. Cause is it good?
Yes, it is. It's so good. I will.
I couldn't get into it. I was like, this looks so corny. It looks corny.
I said the same thing until I sat down and watched. Like, wow, these kids are like actually funny.
So what would you rank it? Let's rank it. Like, come on, let's rank it.
I'll say it might be a high C.
A high C? Okay.
High C.
All right. Well, Nikki, Ricky, Dicky, Dawn. I'm not gonna check it out though. It looks stupid. I'm sorry.
Low key, but like it's still.
Okay. Brain Surge? What's that?
Okay, so it was a game show where it was a game show and they have like regular guests on it sometimes, and like they'll just be doing like random challenges between like answering these questions, and at the end there will always be this this challenge where like the kid would have to remember a certain pattern and like obviously walk it, and then dude,
I love that show. Oh my God, I was so convinced one day that I was gonna be on that show. I swear they fumbled every time on purpose for the sake of you. I sure did come back. I sure did. Yo, how long did that show last? I feel like that show should still keep going.
Honestly, like,
cause kids like that type of stuff. No way. Oh, it had 3 seasons. It did pretty good.
It's going alphabetical, you know. I'm going all grown up.
All grown up. Ooh. What would you rank that? What would you rank? Obviously, it's up here. You already know it's up here. It's already up here.
It's a low B.
Oh, it's a low B.
It's a low B. Like it's not Rugrats, but like
It's not.
But it's still good.
I feel like it would have been really great because I got the concept. Our audience is growing up. I might as well cater to them. But the thing is, we were adults still watching. I mean, I was not an adult when Rugrats came out, but I, an adult now, will still watch that show.
Oh yeah. Easy.
I didn't feel like. Don't get me wrong, I love All Grown Up, but I didn't feel like it was absolutely necessary to make. You know what I mean? I got what it was going for, but I feel like it was probably ahead of its time too.
I feel like people go back to Rugrats before they would go back to All Grown Up.
Most definitely. I feel like maybe if I was, I don't know. I just feel like spinoffs are so hard to pitch and to go by because people love nostalgic things. They like what they like. That's why I never really got remaking shows. I cannot stand that. I can't stand remaking shows.
Like some things, like come up with some new ideas.
Right. Or show reruns. I always say that. If the show was that good, just show reruns. I promise you we gonna sit there and watch. I promise you. As told by Ginger. Oh my God, that is all the way up here. I love that show. I want to go back and rewatch it. If you ever meet my mom, you have to. She will tell you how much I adore this show. It's so good. And like the thing was, I know it was for an older crowd, but little me felt like I was there with him. I was there because it was like I guess I kind of like the calmness of the show as a kid, but there were so many funny moments that you would have to really pay attention. You know what I mean? That little black girl, where she was kind of like a weirdo. She was a black character, but you couldn't tell at first. And she was a little weirdo, and she was obsessed with what was it? What was she obsessed with? She was on a playground. You know what I'm talking about? And the little boy was so obsessed with her. He had like this huge crush on her.
I know is.
I forgot what she was. What was her name? Hold on.
You probably
Because that scene is. I'm gonna just go ahead. If I find it, I'm gonna insert the scene in because that scene is pure gold. When I tell you, I felt like I was represented as a little weirdo at that age. I felt represented. When I put the scene in, people are gonna know. Cause I don't have time to look it up. But yeah, her character, goated.
Kyle? This is what my voice would sound like if we were underwater. Amazing. Where have you been all my life?
Okay. All right. Your turn.
This is all that.
Yes.
That, baby. Now that's
yes.
S. What else would it be?
All the way. What else do we have to say? What else do we have to say about it?
And this is just an introduction before we blow your mind. Like, come. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, like we don't have to say anything. That show speaks for itself. Amanda show. I want to say it's S, but I feel like we can't keep giving everything S though.
I could say it's a high A.
It's a high A.
Cause a lot.
That show was a lot.
Yeah.
That show was. Whoa.
What was that one? They spoofed a whatchamacallit, a drama. They spoofed a drama in that show. Moody's Point.
Yes. My gosh.
I love Moody's Point so much.
Oh my
And
God.
also a lot of small, but like a lot of things from that show created so much of, I don't say pop culture, like just so much of everything. Like
yes,
Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Drake and Josh came out with iCarly, and then
Victorious. Yeah, that show. I honestly think it was the blueprint for like kind of goofy, quirky, out of pocket type shows because it's like Zoe 101, but it wasn't like, you know how it's like that kind of vibe. But then you had Amanda show where it's like, oh yeah, you know, we're kind of between the ages of middle school and high school, but we're weirdos and people can resonate with that more. Yeah. I felt like, and not only that, Amanda was hilarious to me. Amanda was hilarious in every way. I loved her. I loved Amanda Bynes so much. She was the it girl at that time. Man, I love that show.
Nobody was doing it better than her.
Nobody was doing better than Amanda. I'm sorry. Like man, at that time, I feel like she needs to get her flowers as an actress, for real.
And quick shout out, Kiara Please gotten her name from I forgot her name, the super fan.
Oh no way! I did not know that.
Like Amanda Please.
Yes.
And
yes.
she did the Kiara Please. Like I get it. Like it took me a while to figure it out.
Kiara, please, if you ever watch this video, we love you. We love you. We love you. She is also a blueprint. Kiara, please, is also a blueprint.
Oh yeah.
In herself. Hey, I said it. I'm gonna be. If I'm the first to say it, I'm gonna say it. That girl is fabulous.
She is the king. She prefers king.
The king. Yes, you are so right. You are so right.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You already know.
You already know where that's going. You already know where that's going.
Hold on. Oh my God. Why am I messing everything up? Jesus, I feel so disrespectful. It touched the peasants. Ew.
Ooh.
Why would it? Clean it off. Oh my God. I feel like this show needs a whole little YouTube section of itself.
Yes.
Because it's so good.
Like this is the cartoon that's that could be compared to an anime.
That
like
can be compared to an anime.
Like it's like it's greatness. Like I can't think of a single bad thing about it.
I can't. Maybe like more of a fan fictional type of way, or a fan theory type of way, where I could be like, this could have happened or this should have happened. But the very least, it's a great show. I know the thing is, there's so many opposing. There's like an opposing side where it's like it's a mid, but I never understood why it was mid. And I rewatched it like during quarantine just to understand. It's not though. It's so good. I never understood what people were thinking with the show.
We're just not gonna act like everybody didn't love when Avatar came to Netflix on during the quarantine. Everybody was on that show.
I was on it. I was one of those people. Yes. I mean, honestly, and like when I grew up, not that I grew up, I understand why Aang was kind of annoying, but at the same time, I mean, most main characters, even in anime, start off kind of annoying, crybabies and such like that. But dude rose to the occasion. He disappeared, but man, you would disappear if, like, you know, you was scared. He was a child, so like, hey, teach his own. But that show, I just feel like there's so many things to be said about every character in that show. Who was your favorite? Who was your favorites? I know it's not just one. There's multiple. I know. Toph, yes. Yes.
She was so funny.
She was so funny, man.
Hey guys, I think I found it.
And everybody turned their heads to look. And everybody was, and then they had the nerve to be mad at her. Like, bro, you know the girl blind, bro. Like, she, man. Like, come on now. Let me see, who else did it? I love Sokka. He was just ridiculously funny to me because he was so stupid. I love him.
Zuko.
Yes. When I was a kid, I did not like him. When I was a kid, I was like, man, he's a bad guy. But now that I'm older, that guy's character was great, and his character development was great too. I appreciated that more when I rewatched it.
He has some of the best character development in any form of media. Any form of media. And
I never read the comics, and I know that the comics got more after he found his dad. Not after his dad was defeated, and he went to go ask his dad about his mom. There's more to the comics that I actually want to read. I haven't read it yet, but there's more stories. So I want to take the time to read it. But that show, look, we keep talking about it. It's
we gotta
move on. We gotta keep going because that show is so good. That show's so good.
Back at the barnyard?
Back at the barnyard.
That show low-key kind of slapped.
That show, what would you rank it? What would you rank it?
My heart's telling me 8, but it's not an 8.
I was gonna say B.
B's perfect.
I think B's perfect. I feel like, okay, because for one thing, it doesn't have a lot of seasons.
Yeah. It
didn't get a lot of seasons, but it was one of those shows that we already talked about it. I said Monsters vs. Aliens, like, they should have never made a show. But Back at the Barnyard made a show, and then not only that, I think they added new characters. And it kind of moved the show along. But I feel like I feel like their marketing team didn't do too well. And also, like, I feel like they didn't put their foot in it like they should have. Because that show was good. It was funny. I liked it as a kid. Like, I really did.
Fun fact. Out of all the shows that we listed so far, that is one of them. That is one of 3 that have won an Emmy.
You said they got what?
They won an Emmy. They won awards for that show.
Back at the Barnyard.
Yes, for the animation.
See, and the fact is, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they did not put their effort in this show. That show was good. It was funny.
I didn't expect it to be like. I did not expect it to be that funny. Well,
me either. Every time it was on, I was watching. Me and my siblings are watching, and I mean, genuinely cracking up. Like, that show was funny.
Oh, man.
It gets its flowers today. It's sunflower. My sunflower. I give it a sunflower. But man,
Man.
I can't believe they fumbled like that, honestly.
Big time. Oh man, you need a new boyfriend. I see that. Give me time. You know I'm gonna be that. Oh, big time, big time rush.
Big time rush. Big time S tier. Big time S. Ah. Yes.
With goodness.
Can we just take the time to acknowledge it ending good too? Like ending on a good note with cliffhangers. No random cutoff. Just a nice little ending. Not in a movie. Come on. Big time rush.
They were making a great show with great music. Nothing but
bangers.
All the windows down. Boyfriend. Music sounds better with you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my god.
Worldwide.
Come on.
Chills. I'm getting chills. Oh my goodness.
Right, because that show was good.
So good.
I think that show did everything right. Everything.
Yes.
I think that show. It was. You know what that show was? Everything Naked Brother Band could have been. You know Naked Brothers Band? Yeah. This show was everything that show could have been.
Oh man, everything was perfect about that. I can't think of one bad thing.
That show was great. I mean, I watched like every episode. Like it was. Come on.
When it hit Netflix, I was stuck on that show.
Oh, most definitely binged.
I have like a couple of their albums on my phone right now. Like it's. Man.
Now I gotta go back and download some of their music because their stuff was good. Yes. Man. I feel like that was like probably the Cheetah Girls of Nickelodeon. Man. Cat. Oh my god, that show was.
What were their parents again? Like.
Yo, they were like, were they like? Hold on, because now I'm gonna put it in A. There's a reason why I don't rank it S. I'm gonna say it in a second. Cat Dog's parents, the mom was like a Sasquatch, and the dad was like a frog with a nose. You remember that? Because it was like I think it was like in a movie, right? Where they went to go look for their parents?
I think it was like the last episode.
Or the last episode? Was it a movie or the last episode?
I don't know. I remember watching it. I can't remember exactly what their parents were.
Yeah. Like. They were like monsters or something. They were like little cave dwellers. It's not S because I don't know, because I just felt like it was just a nice A. Like Cat Dog kind of makes me feel like I get hyped, but do I get hyped as like all that as told by Ginger and Avatar and Big Time Rush, what we have up there right now? Not really. It just gets me hyped like Amanda Bynes gets me hyped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like Cat Dog, it would get S because it's a classic, but as far as it just being S, no, not really. It's not bad. I'm not calling it bad. I just not.
I would watch all of that. Like I would watch all of S and Amanda Bynes before I would watch Cat Dog. Kind of a little bit of B too. A little like I don't know if this is respectful, but like
like those shows that definitely like in that order. Before all that, including Amanda Bynes, then I watch Cat Dog. No offense. Yeah. That show is still good. Still good, absolutely. Nevertheless, that scratch. Never heard of it.
It was like three cats that lived in like a mansion, and
keep talking because I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
There was a lone gray skinny cat. I used to love that show so much. Like, oh, cat scratches on it. Like, I never, like, I give it like a smooth, like B, maybe.
I was gonna say C.
Like a high C? Yeah, like a high C, that'll work.
Okay. Oh my god! I forgot about that show. Ew, the animation, I can feel my skin crawling because that show used to make me so physically uncomfortable. But I watched it. It was so funny though. I can't.
I remember specifically there was an episode where they were drinking backwash soda pop.
Yes! Because they wanted it so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it made no sense.
It made no sense. It made no sense. Chalk Zone. Yes, I loved Chalk Zone as a kid. I'm gonna rank it a B though. I don't think it's like an A, but it's definitely it's like a B. Chalk Zone, I felt like it was one of those shows that it did what it was supposed to do. I don't think there was nothing to add or take away. I think it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Did it last long?
It felt like it.
It felt like it, but I felt like let's see on Google. How long did it last? Because I felt like it was more reruns than anything. But I could be wrong. Oh, snap! It had 4 seasons.
I was thinking that because I remember they was talking about Chalk Zone seasons, and I vaguely remember the fourth. I vaguely remember the fourth one, but I remember the third one specifically because that was when it started coming on at like 4 in the morning, and yeah, I would just watch it then. Like,
okay, so it's like I felt like because Nicktoons is kind of the place where you kind of put the shows that are done or never made it into like the graveyard, but like Chalk Zone was definitely one of those shows that were like, yeah, it did what it was supposed to do. I felt like it didn't need to do anything more than what it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. But yeah. Do you see it? Do you
Yep.
see it? Do you see it? Yeah, do you see it? Yes. What are you ranking it?
Hey.
A? Yeah, I was gonna say A.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get upset because I was like,
Oh no. Don't get me wrong. I love the show, but it's not S. It's not S to me.
Oh, no.
I know, and if anybody watches, I know we're probably gonna get some like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's A. I'm sorry, it's A. I'm looking at you in the face. It's A. But yeah, go ahead. You can go first.
It's just okay. It's just okay. Like, well, I'm gonna say just okay. It's a good show, but like compared to the S's, it's like
yeah. Denny Phantom is definitely classic. I feel like it kind of sparked my like for bad boys in a way. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't say Denny Phantom was a bad boy, but he wanted to be so bad. He wanted to be that person, and he was if he was just being himself. He was that person if he was being himself.
I remember one episode specifically. When he went back to the past and they kept calling him the Halfer. I'm like, for the longest I didn't understand what that meant, and it took me to like 3 years ago to understand. Like, oh, half human, half ghost.
Yeah,
that's why they call him the Halfer. I love Denny Phantom. Like, is it better than like the rest and Loki the Amanda show? Like,
no,
but it's
not,
still great.
But Denny Phantom is definitely like, that show it gets its flowers. It gets its flowers just because it was good.
I thought you were about to say S. I was finna be.
No, I'm not. I'm reasonable. I'm not stupid. I never thought that
he's so simple. I found a way. I found a way. If you look into your eyes. Oh. I want to say S so bad. We can't have too many S's.
I'm saying S.
You saying S?
I'm saying S. That show.
Might as well.
Another blueprint right here. Another blueprint of a show right here.
Yes.
Wow, you know what I just gotta say this. It was definitely really sexual in a way. They made out. They had Drake making out with every freaking girl every episode, bro. That man was a Mac.
the episode when Josh was done with him, I remember Drake left early to go make out with the girl before their exam.
Right.
And Drake and for a Josh episode.
Yeah.
That was a low key dark episode, but like that show it had so much complexity. Like
it did. When I feel like when I was a kid, I didn't always get the jokes, obviously, because I was a kid. But when I sometimes watched it when I was older, I was like, oh my god, there was a lot going on in this show. I want to shout out my boy Josh for getting with Mindy. That was her name.
Oh yeah.
And their little relationship, I was like, he finally got with it. She was pretty too. Mindy was pretty.
Pretty smart. And then I love when they got together, said we can be boyfriend and girlfriend on one condition. What's that? I get to be the boyfriend.
I was like, you were like, well, yeah, you would be.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Are the episode when Josh was Mindy was leaving, and right before she left, right before Josh closed the door, she said, "I love you," and he had no idea what to do. Mm-hmm. And what he said, seeing chemistry, and just shut the door in her face.
Door in her face, and she was just standing there like, all right.
Every guy ever.
It's so cute. I would, as a kid, you're like, oh my god, I love me a Drake. But when you get older, you realize Josh is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Josh is where it's at. You gotta think long term. Drake isn't long term. I'm so sorry. Anybody named Drake isn't long term. I mean, look at the rapper. He's not long term.
Wow.
He's a simp, but he ain't a simp at the same time. Bro be playing. So.
Simps be winning.
Simps be winning, but Drake is a fake simp. Fake. He's fake. I don't care.
Still simping over Rihanna.
And look at her, big, pregnant, and happy.
Oh, I know when he see that he was.
Oh, his gut, man, just
Marvin's room 2 is in hibernation right now.
Yeah. He's like, I was gonna do a Hot Boy Summer album, but we gotta change it, bro, for the summer.
I'm sad. Come on, y'all.
Gotta change it for the summer. We can't have this.
Certified sad boy. The Haunted Hathaways.
I like this show. I liked it. I know it was so stupid. I liked it. I did. I liked it.
I liked it too. I liked it.
It's like one of those things. It's like one of those shows. It's like, really? I did. I liked Haunted Hathaways. I did. I felt like
I was ready to hate on it. I was so ready to hate on it. If you like, I don't know anybody my age that likes that show. So
I did. I actually sat and watched that show.
My siblings watched it. They were like, "Oh, this show is so good." I'm like,
it's not that good. It's not that good.
I'm gonna sit watching y'all stupid show with y'all. But
it made me like a C.
C fits it.
I think C fits it. I feel like D is a little harsh because it's not that bad, but it's definitely like, yeah. I liked it. The show's it was kind of corny though.
Hey Arnold.
Come on.
I'm saying A. Like, it might be A. Yeah.
Oh no!
Like.
Oh no! Not with Denny Phantom.
It's with Denny Phantom. Like, it's a great show.
No, it's not with Denny Phantom.
It's a great show, but all the S's, they're classics. Like, they're classics. Hey Arnold's a classic too, but like, people, like,
I respect it. I'm a little hurt, but I respect it. Hey Arnold, come on now.
I know you see the inside of me, and you're so wonderful. ICarly.
Yes.
ICarly is.
ICarly.
Where is that?
Do you have to ask? It's up here.
Okay. I was thinking like maybe it's an A because like Drake and Josh was like goated, and then like
Okay, but the Drake and okay. Let me just say something real quick. Dan Schneider, as creepy as that man was, and I went down the rabbit hole of who he was, and that guy is disgusting.
yes,
Talented. Most disgusting people are, but talented. A real show writer. So a lot of the shows that he made, bangers. Unfortunately, his name is attached to them, but these shows right here are bangers. iCarly, I mean, I watched every episode when I was a kid, from the beginning to the end. I promise you, when she got on that plane and got sent off, I cried my weeping eyes out. When Sam got on her freaking motorcycle and went off, I cried my freaking eyes out. What happened to Freddie? What did he do? I forgot.
He stayed with his mom, I think.
He did, yeah. Whatever. I mean, he's gonna do whatever he wants.
You gotta feel bad for him. You know, he had the worst outcome.
He did. But I cried because I was like, that is an end of an era. Like, an era.
We finally got to see Carly's dad.
Yes. Man. That show, everything about it was practically perfect. Practically perfect. I mean, I did not have no, like, issues with it whatsoever. I liked that show. I really do. I feel like it's probably one of the greatest Nickelodeon shows ever created. Like, it could give some people a run for its money. And I mean, rightfully so. It was a great show.
It was. Do I wanna? Maybe better than Drake and Josh.
I think so too. I really do. And I know that's probably because, you know, we grew up with it more. But yeah. But we grew up with Drake and Josh too. We were just younger. But I feel like when I got old enough to understand iCarly. But it's not even just because I understood the show more. But it was just that good of a show in my opinion. Like, yeah, iCarly is great. I mean,
golden.
Another, yes.
Invader Zim.
What do you feel about Invader Zim?
If I'm being honest, Invader Zim, you know when people call stuff underrated too much, and it becomes overrated, or like it's. I would say it might be. I'd say it's an A.
I say it's an A too.
Because some people would give it S, but
I'm not giving it an S. I don't think it's an S. I would even say it's a B, in my opinion. But it's an A just because.
Oh, that's fine. Like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to say I'm a harsh critic, but Invader Zim. I feel like it's a good show, but I feel like what kind of made me upset about it, that made me want to rank it lower, is people were starting to take it to the extreme of trying to be so different. Like, oh my god, I watch Invader Zim, and like, and it's like, okay, great. Don't try to make it your whole personality now. Like, let the show be, you know?
You can bring it down to B.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just thought about those people.
Yeah, because it's like the show is great. But I feel like it lowered its quality when people kept trying to act like they were quirky and like, oh my god, like this show is so good. Like, bro, okay, I get it. Like, jeez.
You don't gotta gatekeep it.
I'll give you this though. They have some of the best merchandise ever. Like, Invader Zim has some of the best merchandise ever. I'm so mad that I've never got any, but I'm going to, because like, I just remember how good of their like stuff is, like, especially like in Hot Topic. Like on Hot Topic, when I went to go to Hot Topic, Invader Zim was all throughout Hot Topic. I mean, it's like they never didn't have nothing from that show. So yeah, I like Invader Zim. My fellow big foreheadedness friend. My forehead is massive.
You gonna show it?
Let me show you. Something. It's massive.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Where did I put it? I just dropped. Oh, I was say. Okay, I feel like Jimmy Neutron is an A.
Yes.
Is an A. I feel like
You just wanna have a brain blast.
You have to do me like that, man.
I'm sorry.
You gotta do me like that, man. You gotta do me like that. Just like Jimmy had a lot of brain, it's a lot of brain up here. A lot of intelligence. Jimmy Neutron. I feel like it wasn't ahead of its time or nothing. I feel like it was right where it's supposed to be. I feel like there was nothing you needed to add. But Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron were the best crossovers in history.
Yes.
I mean, godly, it was so good. And not only that, I love Jimmy Neutron's animation. I love the way it looked, kind of like almost like human, but not at the same time. And not only that, the concept of it was like this kid, super smart, but stuff always goes wrong. Somehow has to save the city. But no matter how many times he saved the city or saved people, they still view him as a menace because they were not as smart as bro. Like, how are you mad at me? Cause you're dumb. Like, how are you mad at me?
Like, he did kind of, mess up this. Like, majority of times when he was saving the city, it was because of stuff he's done.
Yeah, but hey, he cleaned up his own messes respectfully. But people were haters, bro. Like, I'm like, why are you hating on bro? Because he's, anyways.
I guess I like he was kind of a know-it-all.
Haters, bro. Haters. I don't care, bro. That man was gifted with geniusness, and people were hating on bro.
Geniusness.
Was he kind of a menace because sometimes the stuff went wrong? Yeah, a lot of scientist stuff went wrong at first, but people were haters, especially Cindy, bro. Knowing she liked Jimmy, bro. She knows she liked Jimmy with his what, chocolate swirl haircut. Come on now.
That was a cold haircut. Like, I love that. He had a long peanut head. I'm sorry.
His head was big, bro. He had more head than he had body, bro. Like, God. Just Jordan?
Just Jordan.
It's just
Jordan. Jordan.
Yes.
Oh, that show. If we didn't have so many S tiers, I'll put it up there, but it's definitely not S.
It's not S. I was gonna say B.
B.
I was gonna say B, but I feel like just Jordan. Ahead of his time, no. But I feel like, you remember that show with Little Romeo?
Oh, the Romeo show?
Yeah, the Romeo show. I feel like it was kind of like that. It was trying to be like that, but at the same time, I mean, the Little Romeo show wasn't really that good either. So, like, when a show's centered around black characters, especially like when they have some type of following, they always flop sometimes. And I feel like they didn't have to. Just Jordan had the potential, but I feel like the writers were kind of like bleh. And I feel like marketing was like bleh. Because sometimes there would be like new episodes and I wouldn't really know it. Or like, if I could remember. I feel like they didn't like always promote Just Jordan that well.
Oh, never. Like, I remember maybe one commercial for it, and that's it. Like, they used to pop up, like, at the episodes used to just pop up at random times, but it was still it was still a good show.
Pop up out of nowhere. So I mean, it was good. To me, it was still good. I'm not against Just Jordan at all. Never would be against that show ever.
Oh, here we go. Everybody go run. Kill him.
Oh my God. What can we say about Keenan and Kel? What can we say about him? Kel, oh my God. Oh my God. Keenan Thompson. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Man.
I'm going to just go ahead first of all. I'm going to put it up here.
Of course.
I'm going to put it up there because it deserves a seat. Let me sit it down first.
Yes.
Oh my God.
All that was the Drake and Josh Fitz era. And what I mean by that is all that gave us great shows, but then it brought us another GOAT show.
Another banger. Another bang, banger, bro. Keenan and Kel. I came across the show. I didn't know my mom used to like the show because I didn't know it. One time I was just on, I think Teen Nick, or I think I was on Teen Nick, and I kept seeing this show pop up, and it was showing a marathon, and I was like, this show is good. So I was walking, Kel, going to tell my mom. I was like, Mom, I found this new show. I didn't know it was old. I found this new show, Keenan and Kel. I was like, girl, that show ain't new, blah, blah, blah. I was like, for real? She was like, yes, that show was around. I think she was like, maybe in college or so. But yeah, that show, I mean, who loves orange soda?
Kel loves orange soda.
Is it true? I do. Ooh, oh my God.
Yeah.
That show, so good. I love that show. And I love that it was centered around black males. It was silly. It was goofy. Like
a great black family.
A great one. Like a good one. Like they did not play at all. They didn't play. No. I love that. It captured. I feel like it captured a piece of the, the black community, and in a good light too. Silly kids. They get into some trouble, but not too much. They weren't bad kids. They weren't like gangbangers. I mean, they did stuff to scheme, but they did things that teenagers would do. And I love that about that show. Love that show.
Legend of Korra.
You like that show? I like Legend of Korra.
How much you like it? Like how much you like it? That's the.
Excuse me. Hold on. Let me sneeze real quick. Oh, bless me.
Get some time.
Thank you. Do I like it as much as I like the original? No. Is it good? Yes. But, however, God, I feel like Legend of Korra and Avatar, you could say so much about it. But when it comes to that show, I'm not always jumping up for joy like I am with Avatar.
I get that.
I'm not. Because I don't know, like, it's not that it's bad. It's not that it's not worth watching. But I feel like the way people try to big it up, like Avatar, it doesn't compare. In my opinion, it doesn't compare. No. One thing about it though, Legend of Korra has great villains. Like, yes. Great villains that I feel like could give Avatar a run for their money. But as far as the characters, feel kind of like one-dimensional. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
I feel like a lot of like what gives Korra like I don't say a slight bit of edge, but like the villains in Korra might match. They might match Aang's villain. Like they're not like they're probably like my favorite and the best they might be the best aspect of that entire show, if I'm being honest.
Right.
But,
I want to rank it. I want to be a B because I want to be mean. But like, it is definitely an A because I watch it. But for me, it's a B. What do you think? It's a B?
It's a B.
It's a B. It's a B. So sorry, Legend of Korra. But like, because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, when people talk about that show, it's like, people say, I feel like we all kind of have the same opinion. I've never heard somebody think it was better. If I ever hear somebody think it's better than Avatar, I'm gonna be like, what the heck is wrong with you? But yeah.
Check Twitter.
I'm not gonna check that side of Twitter because I've seen that side. I've seen that side, and that side is so brainwashed. So just like, what's wrong with you? Like, you ever just seen this amazing masterpiece of Avatar: Last Airbender? Get out of here! Come on now.
Pure ignorance.
Come on now. Don't play dumb. Talk about this show beats it. You're dumb. You're dumb. I'm just gonna say they're younger and they don't know no better. Whatever. The Loud House is an A for sure. I love this show. And I'm so mad that I haven't just kept up on it like I used to. When this show first came out, I was like, oh yeah. I was keeping up with it. So when I first saw the first episode, I was like, oh yeah, this show's gonna take off. Why? Because it was a fresh idea. It was fresh. I don't think it's ever been done. I mean, it's been done, but I don't think it's ever been done in the way that they're. Sorry, making sure I get no tissue like on my face. Ew. I don't think it's ever been done the way they're doing it right now. Like, I feel like it's one of those shows that can have longevity like SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's I think it's still getting its first movie.
I thought it already came out.
I remember it came, like, I remember I heard something about it. Like, years had just been flying by for me, so I don't know if it was like last year or 2020.
Yeah,
but
ever since 2020 happened, it just feels like we're like what, about 5 years in. But yeah, Loud House, great show. I love it. I actually want to go back and keep up with it because I used to when it came out. I think like in 2017.
It feels like a little further back. Like, I remember I was watching I gotta look this up, 2015?
Yeah, because I remember, I think I was out of high school. I think I just graduated when it first came out. Or I could be wrong.
Wow, I thought it was older. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 2016.
2016. Okay, so I just graduated. I remember, because I was definitely out of high school. And I was like, seeing it promoted. I was like, I want to check out this show. And I watched the first episode and I loved it. I just didn't keep up with it because cable is so like annoying. But
and the movie
House,
is on Netflix.
Yes. Oh my god, this show is so good. Like, I love everything about this show. I love it. I really do. I really do.
That was one of the shows I hated. I'm like, oh, y'all watching y'all dumb little show, Loud House? I guess I'll watch it with y'all. Yeah. Since I ain't got nothing else better to do.
Yeah, and look at you, ranking it in the A, ranking it high, cause it's a great show. Mighty B. You watch Mighty B?
Yeah, I remember that. Like, it was.
I love Mighty B.
It was good. Like,
dang, hold on.
It was good.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No.
Like, it was good. Like, I'd say, like, Nate, it's probably a B. I give it a B. You want to put it A, huh?
I want to put it A.
You want to put it A?
I want to put it A because Mighty B has captured the essence of a weird, quirky, nerdy girl, which a lot of us are. He made us feel heard in the most way possible. She was herself, regardless of those mean girls and what they were saying. And look at that, a problem solver, an original person. That's who Mighty B was. That girl was, you know, she was.
What's in our B again? What's in B again?
Hold on, let me see. That's what's in B. Mighty B's not.
You can put it A.
Okay, I'm about to say Mighty B is not in the B. You know, her B in her name, but she's not she's an A person. A1 person, not B. Cause that girl, I feel like there should have been a little bit more episodes. I think they should have been more episodes because it catered to my audience, but my audience wasn't as big at that time just yet. Like, now, people will watch Mighty B.
Oh, they would have. Oh, man.
I would eat Mighty B. Like, if I was, like, come on now. I was eating Mighty B up when it wasn't popular, but.
I was on that show too. Like, I at first I loved it, and then I started seeing people at school, they were liking him. Like, I don't really like him anymore. Mr. Meaty. Mr. freaking Meaty.
I love Mr. Meaty.
Like, above C?
It's above C.
It's above C.
I'm ranking it A. That show was a monstrosity of a masterpiece.
It's like, it's either really high or really low, depending on who you ask. Cause I'm one of those people that I rank it high. Like,
I cannot. The puppets, the way it was super sexual, and the way it was so like an acid trip. It was like
It was so dank.
It was so dank, and I just couldn't. I love how raunchy and grungy it was. I loved it. It was kind of indie. It was definitely like, what's your taste? Like, you knew who you were amongst when people like this show. Okay, you like Mr. Meaty? I know exactly who you are, because this show, you watched it ironically or unironically. It was like, you know, I just...
My mom made me stop watching TV after walking in on me watching this show. Like, yeah, you can't. Yeah, you gotta do something else other than watch TV.
My mom used to literally walk in and was like, "What are you watching?" And me and my brother and sister would be on the floor, because it was like these situations didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all.
I remember they gave the guy a wedgie so hard that they started giving him a wedgie and like they had to walk across the whole mall.
Yes.
And then they finally like let go.
Like that whole part like took up most of the episode. Oh my god. What was it? They made like a deal with, was it death or the grin, like some type of demonic entity. Remember that? It was like over food or something.
I forgot what food. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that episode was crazy. All right.
Naked Brothers Band.
Naked Brothers Band. Not S to me.
I'd say B.
I say B, because like I said, it was everything. Big Time Rush was everything it was supposed to be.
Oh, I was saying B because there's two B's in Brothers and Band. But yeah, your reason works too.
So what would you actually rank it?
B.
B? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we're going off of letters? No, but yeah, the Naked Brothers Band was I feel like a classic. I feel like I don't know if it would have did good in this time. I don't think it was ahead of its time. I think it was in the right time, but I don't know why it didn't thrive in the way that it should have. It should have thrived way further than that.
So it was competing with like a whole bunch of shows that were like I don't say way better, but like to me it was. Nettie Classified, Zoe 101.
Oh my god, yes it was. Because it came at the tail end of like Zoe 101, Net Declassified was already pretty much established.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like those two, man.
That poor show kind of fell by the wayside. Yeah. You're so right now that you bring it up. Because it kind of felt like it was one of those shows that came like in the middle. Like they threw it in the middle. Like it was like Zoe 101, then it was like Naked Brothers Band, Net Declassified. You know what I mean?
It was like Naked Brothers Band always came on at the time that like they always came out at the worst times, because I remember at one point they were recently releasing it during the summer of like 08 and 07, and 08 and 07 had like the Disney Channel games and it had Phineas and Ferb. So as soon as you see Naked Brothers Band come on, you go ahead and switch to Phineas and Ferb.
And don't get Disney caught up in the fact that they always had the premieres of High School Musical. I mean, I was right when my mom was like, High School Musical was on. Bye y'all, I'm going in the house. I got something to do. I gotta go watch. like
I gotta get my head in the game real quick.
Right, I was leaving, like I was playing a game. Like I'd be in the middle of a game. I see 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock hit. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to say it because you know my show about the new movie about to come on. Disney, and I'm gonna do Disney. But Disney was great with the premieres. Like, oh my god,
felt like a movie. Man, it felt like it was going to like a red carpet event.
Right, like hold on, let me get my couch cushions ready, cause like Disney knew how to market. Oh, Disney was great with that. We're not talking about Disney, but Naked Brothers, man, yeah, definitely fell by the wayside. It was a lot going on, and it was such a great concept. I feel so bad. Speaking of Nazi Classified. I'm gonna let you rank it. Where are you gonna rank it?
Respectfully A.
Respectfully A? I can respect that. I
was thinking S, but
I was thinking S too, actually.
But with the, I don't know, like, I can't watch it over anything, like at S.
Yeah.
And
no. I feel like it's ranked perfectly.
A is perfect. Like that was everything they did in everything they did in Eddie Classified. I don't know how it was in other schools, but that was so inaccurate for it.
Oh my god. Ned's Declassified was like the biggest lie ever told. Like I was like, none of this happened to me. None of this happened at all to me. And
Study hall?
Right. And I went to a predominantly white school. So I'm like, come on. I'm thinking this is how exactly it's gonna be. Like, you know, I'm gonna be the token black friend. Cause I was. So I was like, I already know how to act. Like Cookie got it in a bag for me. But no, it was not like that at all. I'm like taking notes, like, oh my god, like, just, you know, I'm gonna survive. No.
I need the actual handbook.
Right, I need the book. I need to make sure, like, I gotta go back to my notes when I'm in these situations. These situations were so unrealistic.
That broke my heart. But, like, nonetheless, like, great show. Like,
great show. I love that show.
I like what they did with that one character. He was one of the bullies, and he was in sewing club, but I think that meant, like, something else. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but, like, yes.
I thought so too.
Because like every time it came to that, he'll be like, I think I'm ready to tell you guys, but I'm in the whatchamacallit, the door, not the doorbell, the bell would ring, and everybody wouldn't hear it. So yeah, I'm like, oh, like they were like real low key with their messages.
Yeah,
but
they were. Fairly Odd Parents.
That's a B.
A B?
Yep.
No.
So
why?
It's been on too long.
Okay.
Like,
hear me out.
Okay.
Poof was a great arc. The whole build up to him being born. But I feel like when Poof was born, probably could have had a few little episodes and then they could have deaded. Yeah. When they started adding
deaded? Wait, what you mean deaded?
Like they could have ended it.
Ended Poof?
No, in the show. They could have stopped.
Oh, you scared me for a second. I'm sorry.
Jesus, like dead Poof. No, I love Poof. But it could have ended it, honestly. Could have had a couple episodes, like maybe some weird transition between Poof and Timmy and their growth, like, and ended it. But when they started adding a girl, when they started adding another dog, I was like, okay. Because what we doing now, I would rank it an A because it's an overall great show. But when you get to after Poof, it's so bad. And you're ranking it a B, which is really reasonable. But I'm trying to remind you of all the good stuff before it got bad.
It's like half the show is great, but then half the show is just terrible. Like it's
half. What's the half that's bad?
Everything after Poof. I dealt with Poof.
Okay, we don't. But the thing is, it's like we don't talk about Bruno, and we don't talk about that stuff that happened after Poof. I'm pleading with you. You cannot rank this B. You cannot. Okay. This is a classic. Oh my God, we are divided for the first time.
Yes.
I cannot believe I rated that B.
B, like, it's perfect. Like, A, like...
it's not perfect. It's like literally up there with Jimmy. It's literally up there with Jimmy Neutron. Are you kidding me?
Is it really up there with Jimmy?
It is. Oh, why? Because it has one of the... Let me remind you, the goated crossovers.
let's not include movies because that's gonna make it.
No, we're not. No, like
just shows.
Just shows.
Just shows.
Just shows.
Okay. I guess A makes sense. I guess I could see it in A.
Yeah, come on. We know there were some things they could have did, but they was making money. Gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. They was making money. That show was really good.
I'm still like I'm letting you have it. I'm letting you have the A. The B, like it's like it's a B inside my heart. But like A, it's an A.
But I'm trying to tell you, it is actually an A. I'm trying to remind you that it is at Dinkelberg, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dinsdale Dimmadome, Icky Vicky, my shawty Tiffany, Chip, freaking Skylar, bro. Come on.
It is a little disrespectful. I was gonna put Fairly Odd Parents at the same rank as Just Jordan.
Just Jordan. As Just Jordan. Planet Sheep. Oh God. Wow. It's a D.
Yes.
It's indeed a D. It should have never been created. Never.
Yes. I was thinking E, but I'm like,
I like Sheen. That's why.
Yes.
I love Sheen. Sheen is a great character, but oh my God.
Man.
Wow.
Like
I
a
just
planet where Sheen is the smartest person. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it was a great concept. Like, oh my God, this is gonna be hilarious. But when the show came on, I was like, wow. Why did y'all do it like this?
They could have gave us another season of Jimmy Neutron instead of Planet Sheen.
Oh, almost definitely. Or maybe like Planet Sheen could have been like an episode.
Yes.
Not a whole show. And they should have known spin-offs don't really do that well. And a Planet Sheen, first of all, the name is stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid. But yeah, that show is like one of those Nick shows that you just don't talk about. Because that show is wow.
That was supposed to be what it was? It was supposed to be a episode, but they thought, oh, we could turn this to something bigger.
Right.
And they made that.
Yeah, it should have been an episode.
Yeah.
It should have been an episode.
Rugrats.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong with this show. This show did everything right.
Classic.
Yeah.
What maybe kind of I was considering A for like a not so good reason. You remember it wasn't creepypastas. I think it was creepypasta. All like the fan theories of like Angelica imagining all the kids.
Yes.
They're all dead. That was so spooky.
And because she's the only one that can understand them, and yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that fan fiction at all. That fan theory at all. It made me absolutely uncomfortable, and I think I cried. I was like, why? Why would you think of something so negative? Like,
my friend told me about that while I was taking my nightly walk, and I was walking in a park. I was right by a playground, and then she started telling me it, and I was getting spooked. So I ran all the way from the park to my house, like out of breath. Like, wow, that's so scary. Like I don't think I would sleep that night either.
Now that every time I see that show, I always think about the fan theories more than I think about the show itself, and it makes me absolutely sad. When the show already had sad moments, like when Chucky didn't have his mom, that show did wonders. I feel like it did everything right too. It had great moments. It had hilarious because they're babies, and then they had severe tearjerkers. Some character development.
When Chucky's new stepmom, I forgot her name.
Was it Kimmy?
Kimmy.
Yeah.
When she decided to choose Chucky and her dad over her job, and they got married.
Oh no, Kimmy's not. Kimmy's her daughter. What was the mom's name?
Kiara?
That was her name?
Yeah.
Well, Chucky's stepmom, I'm just gonna call that.
Yeah.
Cause that name don't sound like it roll off the tongue for me.
No, Kira. Kimmy and Kira.
That's cute. Oh, that's so cute. Weren't they like Asian? They were Asian.
Yes.
Yeah. Were they Japanese or? They were. I forgot.
I want to say Vietnamese.
I forgot what Asian descent were they, but they had an episode dedicated to it, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was goated for that. She was a goated stepmom for that, for choosing them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And taking Chucky in like that. I hard, bro.
Sam and Cat.
I felt like Sam and Cat could have been better. But also the problem with Sam and Cat is that there was a lot of controversial stuff that was going on behind the scenes with that nasty man Dan Schneider.
Yes.
Who so I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, I went down the rabbit hole. I know so much like the back of my hand. But that show like kind of stopped in the middle. Like I don't think it really ended, right? It didn't have like an ending that stopped. So yeah, all that stuff that was going on ended it. Not only that, it was a good show, but I felt like the idea at this point was overdone.
Yes. Oh.
Very overdone. I would like to rank it a C.
That's safe.
I think it's safe. I would put it as a B because of who the actors are, but the show itself was a C. It was overdone. It been done. I'll watch it, but like it's not with iCarly. Shoot, it's not even with Victorious. But no. Yeah, it was. I feel bad, but that's my thoughts. And that's how I'm sticking to it.
That was smart. I did not think to wear that.
I had to wear one of my all-time favorite Nick shows. I love this man. I don't watch the newer episodes because they're so bad now. But the man, the face of Nick, this is the one. I probably should have ranked him last, but since we're here, him, SpongeBob freaking Squarepants.
If we being honest, it might be like the greatest. I don't want to say it. Do I want to say it?
Do you want to say it?
Might be the greatest cartoon of all time.
Might be the greatest cartoon of all time.
Like,
might be. And if it's not the greatest, he's definitely in the top.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely in the top. And I'm not talking about the new episodes, because new episodes are not that good to me. I hate the animation. But we're talking about the classics. The classic episodes.
It was good for so long. Like,
for
like
so
even
long.
Some of the new episodes, they're kind of funny.
Like, I'm talking about, like, maybe 2012.
2012?
Up to 2012, maybe.
That's still a good run.
Like, maybe even push it to 2014.
2014, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. All the way from 1999 to 2014. Nothing but absolute bangers. And I think two movies? Three movies or two? Three.
Wait, there's
the SpongeBob movie.
Is SpongeBob Truth or Square a movie, or is that something else?
I think that was just like one of those premiere episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, the one when they went on land. And I think that's it, right? I think there's another movie in the works though.
I know there's three. There was the one with Keanu Reeves in it. David Hasselhoff, and
yep. There's three.
There's one in the middle, but I can't remember exactly. And the specials,
the specials. Like, can we talk about the great songs that it came out with?
The best day ever.
The best day ever. Gary Come Home. Oh my God.
Twinsies. Oh my goodness.
I Want to Go Home by Sandy Cheeks. Come on.
Whoa.
Oh my God. All the Christmas songs that they made. Come on.
The Bubble Bowl.
The Bubble Bowl. Come on. When Squidward finally ate a patty, like, and he got thick. When Mr. Krab sold him for 62 cents?
Yes.
The Flying Dutchman was trying to eat them and they had to go to the perfume. I'm just saying random scenes that pop in my mind because that is just that great.
The hash sling slasher.
The hash sling slasher. The Krusty Krab pizza.
Krusty Krab, pizza.
Larry the Lobster in his self. Come on.
And I ripped my
on.
pants.
Come on. The only thing that I don't like is that when Tom Kenny passed away, they should have respected his wishes and cut that show up. Should have ended it.
Spin-offs.
All them nasty little spin-offs. No,
Camp
that's
Korra.
not even what he wanted. Respect the man's wishes. It's his show. Not
Camp
Tom
Korra?
Kenny. I'm so sorry. Tom Kenny's not dead. It's Steven Hilberg? What's his last name?
Hilberg.
He died, not Tom Kenny. I'm not trying to misinform nobody. Tom Kenny is very much alive, y'all, and breathing. But yeah, they should have respected him and ended it. Wrapped it up in the only best way. I don't know how they was gonna wrap it up, but we would have respected it. Why? Because there were so many bangers before bro died.
Yes.
Come on. That show. Let me go ahead and I'm so sorry. I just gave this the biggest introduction. Go have a seat, SpongeBob. I mean, come on. It has an S. It has 2 S's at the beginning. Not even including the other S's in the name.
Come on.
S tier SpongeBob Squarepants. My life as a
teenage robot.
My girl Jenny! Yes! Let me tell you, she did the girls justice with this show. Why? Because she kicked butt. She was the Powerpuff Girls of Nickelodeon, bro. Come on. Oh my God. The girl was dope. She could do everything, anything, and everything. And somehow still pull people. People was acting like they didn't want to mess with her. But let me tell you, I'm thinking of A.
I was about to say A all the way.
A is not S. Don't get me wrong. It could be.
A all the way.
It could be S. But A is, I feel like she's ranked perfectly. But not only that, it had a good running too. It had a good running on Nickelodeon and stuff. But My Life as a Teenage Robot, I love that show. I freaking love that show. Everything about it, I love it. Yeah. Okay. XJ9!
I'll be so mad if I was if I had been in a robot that had feelings and I had to like actually take care of it. I would be so annoyed. I understood why she was so frustrated all the time.
I mean, it's her fault. She created a teenage robot. What was you expecting when you created her? You was a teenager who's sneaking out, who want to have a life, who want to talk to boys. What was she thinking when she created her? Come on now. Come on now. Talk about it. What were you thinking? You're frustrated because this is what you created. You should have created a baby then. I don't know, like My Life as a Baby Robot. Come on. But that's you. That's on you. Talk about some XJ9. You're upset because, girl, like, come on. But not only that, her wiring though, the way she was wired, made her have feelings. But the thing was about that show, which I feel like is totally underrated, is because they captured and magnified and added comedy to what teenagers feel like. For real. I feel like as far as everything she felt, as Jenny felt, when I got older, I felt the same way. Even though I was a kid, when I was watching it, I got older, I totally relate to Jenny. Like, come on. Her rambunctious mind and wanting to always be, out there and stuff like that. Wanted to be heard, wanted to be seen, wanted the attention. We wanted to fit in and be normal. I feel like everybody could relate to that. And I feel like they did a great job capturing, which I feel like it's underrated.
No stuff.
I
I miss being old. Wait, I miss being young. Sorry.
You must be old, like Benjamin Button disease, like the first. Here we are with True Jackson VP. I'm it.
That is.
Hey.
Oh.
It's not at B because it's not. It didn't fall to the wayside like Just Jordan, Romeo, or Tanya. It was actually a good show, and people were into it. Keke Palmer in itself, for one thing, had made a great name for herself as an actress already, so people were down to watch her. She was good. I liked her personally. I love that show. I think it was a great concept of a show. Now, I know you're probably going to oppose, so go ahead and oppose.
I'll say S.
You would say yes?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Like, I would say, yeah.
So it's about a the youngest black VP at a fashion design company, and that's astonishing.
Astonishing.
Like, maybe they could have had a few more black characters.
Of course.
Like, well, a few more characters of color. But it was still it was a great show. I mean, it was so good. Like, I feel like they put her in a great light. She was talented in everything she did. She rose above haters, naysayers, and everything. She didn't act ghetto. You know what? Let me say this. She acted ghetto, but in a classy way. They wanted her to change, and she never did. Yes.
And that's what I love about her. And I think that's what a lot of black people in anything, predominantly white or in anything type of career, are now. Where you're just going to be unapologetically yourself and you shine regardless. And that is exactly what she did. She was like the blueprint and the motivation and inspiration for how all of us are going to be in our careers.
Yes.
Because they automatically try to stop us from being who we are, anyways. But she was who she was, and I feel like that's where a lot of us are at now, and I truly appreciate that show. When I was a kid watching it, I was like, I'm not really a fashion type person, but I definitely was like, yeah, I could be just like that.
She had a lot of drip. The drip was immaculate.
Oh, immaculate, just top tier. Yes.
That's why I say S, just because of
the fashion.
Like, everything she did for the culture, but the culture I don't think really ever appreciated it.
Underrated.
Until it's so underrated, but it had such a low-key but big impact on the people that did watch it.
Yeah, it did. I mean, I was a fan. Not only that, when I was younger, people used to be like, you kind of favor Keke Palmer. I never really understood it, never really seen it. Like, I was like, really? I got it before I moved from Cali. I got that one more time in my life. She was like, this girl, she looked starstruck. She was just cheesing in my face. And I was like, I'm here to because I was doing deliveries. I was like, I'm here to pick up an order. She's like, you look like somebody, and I'm not sure if it's you. I was like, who do I look like? She's like, the girl from True Jackson VP. I was like, Keke Palmer? She was like, yeah. I was like, dang, I haven't heard that in years. I was like, I used to get that a lot when I was younger. She was like, you look like her. I thought it was you. No, it's not me. That's not me.
I could see it.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. And maybe because of the face structure, the big smile and the chin, maybe. She could probably be like a cousin, like a sibling. But I never understood it. I used to get that a lot, actually. I did, in high school. You look like Keke Palmer. I never understood it. But yeah. But yeah, Keke Palmer is a great, even now, she just thrives as who she is. Victorious. Now. God. Okay. When this show comes up in conversation, there's so many different sides to it, because another Dan Schneider, I feel like I did not really care for Tori as a character.
Ooh, nobody cared about her.
And then not only that, when after the show and like off camera and stuff, she was kind of like annoying. Victoria Justice became annoying because she was kind of like a hater, especially on Ariana Grande, because what she should have been or what she wanted to be, Ariana Grande is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was trying to push I forgot her name. Victoria Justice. They were trying to push Victoria Justice as like the next big pop star, but Ariana Grande took that because she was the best singer out of everybody on this show. And
not only that, like it would be Ariana Grande, then it would be what's her name? Jade would be second. Then it would be Andre. Then it would be Tori. Because Tori is not a great singer to me. At all. She sucked to me. she was flat as a singer.
She had maybe one good song, and that was the one she did with Jade. He asked me what my sound was, and I told him it was Stop. Like, that was bars.
When they came out in karaoke and did their thing, yeah. And like her opening song is pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Opening song is pretty hard. But the show itself, I feel like it was good. I feel like it was sometimes a bit much. Like as far as the undertones of, you know, the sexual undertones. But they were in high school, so there was obviously gonna be that there.
That makes sense.
But sometimes I feel like this show leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know why. It does.
I get that. It's like it had better music in the show than like the actual TV show was not that good. Like it definitely had its funny moments. It did. Like when I watched it, heck yeah. But sometimes this show just is like, to me, you know. And then I think it just ended abruptly too. It didn't have an actual ending like iCarly and Drake and Josh did. No. It ended abruptly like Sam and Cat. But I feel like that was Victoria's Justice doing though, because of all her wanting to be the star and she really wasn't. Ariana Grande was on the rise. I'm sorry, I loved Cat. She was stupid and she was cute, bro. Like Victoria was just a square. Yeah. Like she was lame. They poked so much fun at her because she was lame. And it's like, yeah. But as far as ranking it, I would say a B. B, that fits. I would say a B. You know? One of Dan Schneider's, you know, well, not his worst, but definitely not his best. Yeah. All right, we're at our last two. I feel like we could just talk about them both right now. Yes. The Wild Thornberrys. Love that show. Absolutely love that show. My Jill Thornberry. I love this show. Yes. When I was a kid, this show was funny to me. And I loved every bit of it. I mean, it's a classic. I think it was right where it needed to be too. Like, but did it run for a long time? It ran for a good bit. I remember it had a movie. It did have a movie. They had the crossover with the Rugrats. Show did. Yes, they did. They thrived. Yes. This show, I mean, it had like an As Told by Ginger feel, but more comedy and more like, you know, it's wild. They were wild. They lived in the wild. They, you know, that was their life. Everybody in my family hated the little brother. And I would just do that. I would make every random sound effect just to annoy them. Like, you don't like him out. Was there any like background on why he was the way he was? Okay, because they didn't start off in the wild, right? No. And so because he's the youngest, he grew up in the wild. That's why he was the way he was, right? Yeah. Because everybody kind of already knew. Like, the oldest sister didn't want to be there no more because she grew up where they grew up at. Because of their parents' career, she was like, well,
you gotta go, and she didn't want to. So she liked the life that she lived. And the middle sister was kind of like in the middle, you know, the good one. And the brother grew up strictly in the wild, and that is why he was the way he was. And that's why he's one of the funniest characters ever. The talking monkey, was he like a butler or something? What was he? You know, he was like the middle child's best friend or something, right?
Yeah, I think he was. He wasn't their butler. He. I don't know how to describe it. He just knew everything.
Was it everybody could understand him, right? It wasn't just her, right?
Yeah, everybody could understand.
Okay. All right, but yeah, that show is a classic. I mean, huh?
A?
Yeah, A. It's not S, but it's A. Zoe 101.
Ooh, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? They were going out. They were having like little parties, and they had sushi on campus.
They had sushi on. He made me think high school was gonna have these banger lunches and everything. High school is trash, bro. High school is so trash. But Zoe 101. I mean, I feel like, what can you say about this show? Because everybody knows Zoe 101. And for the most part, everybody likes Zoe 101.
I can't think of a single person who does. Dripping.
Right.
It was dripping.
It was a great show. It had every moment. It had the love triangles. It had the beef. It had the mean girls, and the mean girls finally being cool with it did good. And everybody was so upset when it ended because England Spears ended up getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Which was a really controversial at the time because of creepy old Dan Schneider once again, who carried Nickelodeon. Ugh.
Oh. He for the longest he was carrying Nickelodeon, so it's a little messed up. Yes. He did Amanda Show too.
Yep. I think he did Keenan Thompson, didn't he? No, that wasn't him, right? That wasn't him. I almost think it was.
Didn't do Keenan Thompson.
Good. I'm so glad his name's not attached to that.
Oh,
yes. For his creepy stuff. Bro, do you know the whole feet theory, bro? He put feet in everything. That's how you know. That's how you know if he's in that show. If there's some toes, that bro's in that show. Bro, freaking creep. Oh my God, I can't stand that man. Like, I can't stand that man like I know him personally. Ugh. And the fact that he carried Nickelodeon, oh God. It sucks so bad.
Wow.
All right, y'all. So, as you can see, we have properly put everything in this. This might be a long video, but we're gonna start with, we're not gonna really talk about the don't watches. If you've seen these shows, I mean, you can comment down below, give us some background, because we never seen them. And you can even do that for the shows we didn't watch or didn't bother to watch. Like for me, Power Rangers was never gonna be a watch. So if you're saying I should watch Power Rangers, I'm gonna tell you no. Not gonna watch it. Okay. So we have NE for absolute trash, for just should have never been created. Monsters versus aliens, or monsters and aliens, monster aliens. I don't know what. See, don't even know what it's called. Bucket and Skinner Epic Adventures. Boo! This bootleg trash ridiculousness, which ridiculousness in my opinion is trash. Awesomeness TV. Boo! I've seen Bella and the Bulldogs. Got what they were trying to go for.
It wasn't it.
Nope. Boo! And we have Fred the Show. Thing about Fred was he started on YouTube, right? Made it to Nickelodeon.
Had the movies. And they were like, hey, let's squeeze some more money out of this kid.
And produced this monstrosity of a show. and then Fred fell off the face of the earth after that. For D, we have not kind of trash, but you watched it.
Almost
Trash, not quite trash, but you watched it and was entertained, maybe. Damn Boy Chum Chum. I was entertained. Not a good show. Harvey Beaks, cute show. Not a great show. How to Rock.
That was I would say a low key banger, but I'd be lying to myself.
I've never watched it. So
I mean, it was trash.
It looked like it was. It looked like it was.
Oh, but Symphonique Mill, if you ever watch this video, you know, I loved all the music, you know, yeah.
You ever come across? This is my sister.
Hey.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
This is Brennan.
Oh, he's so cute.
This is
Oh
Brennan.
my God, thank you.
This is Breanan-Nate, and that's my sister Asia.
Asia.
No, I mean, come back in. Like.
I have to go. We're going to the store.
Okay.
We're going to the store.
Bye, Asia. It was great to meet you.
No, it's just me and him. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just me and him.
Okay.
Planet Sheen, which you saw earlier in the video, where we just absolutely hate this show.
Yes. It's not good.
They did my boy Sheen absolutely bad. He did not deserve this slander.
Imagine that's your first introduction into Fairly Jimmy Neutron.
Imagine Rabbits Invasion, which I watched with those creepy looking rabbits. Almost trash, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
And Thundermans, which you watched, what would you say? Not much to say.
Go outside. Go touch some grass.
Go touch grass. We have C, which is average, which means they were good shows, but however, they weren't up there. So we have Nikki, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. What would you say about that? Because I've never seen it.
I like it.
You liked it?
It's very nice. It's very nice.
Okay. Then we have Action League Now, which you didn't watch.
Never
But if
heard
you
of
saw Robot Chicken, you would have liked Action League. Okay. House of Anubis. I never watched because I just didn't feel led to. What about you?
Flop.
It was a flop.
Flop. Like so much potential. Just awful
Dang,
acting.
I hate that. I hate hearing that. Garcia Brothers, like Brothers Garcia, pretty good show. Sitting around a Hispanic family. I love the representation. Cat Scratch.
I thought that said cockroach for a second. I was
Cat
like,
Scratch.
ooh.
You already know what we said about that. Laughed. I practically cried about that freaking. Yeah. Okay. Then we have Power Rangers, which was the only Power Rangers that was ranked.
Yeah.
Then we have LT Gray, which was a banger.
Yep.
A banger. The Guts, you know, you considered bangers. I've never seen them. The Haunted Hathaways, another banger that could have been great, but wasn't so great. Kung Fu Panda, which was a semi-successful movie, then show type of thing. Sanjay and Craig, little weird show, kind of gave me a few little Sammy Cat, a complete flop. Shouldn't have actually never really been created. The idea was overdone. Attack in the Power of Juju. You liked the game. You watched the show. The show was there. Should have just stayed a game. The X's, which is a more extreme version of the Replacements if you watch Disney. Tough Puppy with Terry Trainer. The reason why it's in C, because Terry Trainer dope. That's it.
Only reason.
Alright, and we're at B, which is ranked pretty high, but not quite as A and S. We have All Grown Up, the classic. Brain Surge. Mwah.
Chef's
Back
kiss.
at the Barnyard. Mwah. Breadwinners. Totally slept on. Fox Zone, which is a B, literally. Just a B. Pretty good show. Figure It Out, like Brain Surge. Invader Zim would be ranked higher if its fan base wasn't so trash.
Yes.
Just Jordan. I'm just gonna get it out the way. Just Jordan, Taina, Romeo. are all in the same category of what could have been great, but people of color don't always get that recognition.
Yep.
Legend of Korra is B because it's B.
Basic. Sorry.
Basic. That's it. The Naked Brothers band could have been ranked pretty high. It should have been what it could have been was what Big Time Rush is, but we're not there yet. The Penguins of Madagascar, it's where it is. And the only reason why it's ranked pretty high because it has some funny moments. We already talked about Romeo and Taina. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's at a B because it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's it. Unfabulous, you liked that show.
Yeah.
You thought it was good. Victorious, I would have ranked it lower, but I only would have ranked it lower because of how uncomfortable it makes me feel now.
Better main character? Probably
Better
Nate.
main character? Possibly. And we're in the A.
Kind of controversial right here.
Huh?
A little bit controversial, you know.
A, I feel like A. I mean, you know, if there was a lot of shows that were lower that could have been up here, and that's on your opinion. But this is my channel, and this is our ranking. So,
Yes.
The Amanda Show would be S, could be S, isn't quite in my opinion, but the blueprint for everything that came after that, Drake and Josh, iCarly, all of that. Cat Dog, ranked A. Why? Because you think it should have been S, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We're the same page. Denny Phantom, of course, the classic. Hey Arnold, which you thought it should be ranked.
A. It's just A for okay.
Okay. Jimmy Neutron, why not? It could almost be S, actually. Almost could be S. The Loud House probably would be S if I saw more episodes. Mighty Bean, which you was trying to rank lower. But it is A because it is that great. Mr. Meaty!
This is where it gets controversial.
Mr. Meaty, which some people would rank as trash. But I rank it as A, and I will almost be crazy enough to rank it as S. Because this show was a monstrosity of a masterpiece. I love it. Back to Net Declassified. Once again, a classic. Fairly Odd Parents, which was a big pulling with me and Breanan-Nate. Because Breanan-Nate did not like that it was up here. Which rightfully so. His opinion is very valid. Rocket Power, of course, banger. My Life as a Teenage Robot, banger. Almost S tier. The Wild Thornberries, banger. Zoe 101, banger. Could also be S tier.
Yes.
And here we are with the Holy Grail, the best shows of Nickelodeon, of our generation, of our time. S tier. We have all that. Come on now. We have As Told by Ginger. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm throwing, not roses, sunflowers at you. Beautiful. We have Avatar, The Last Airbender, which can have a whole video dedicated to him. Because Aang, that N-word, is that N-word. Big Time Rush. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Naked Brothers Band crawled.
Yes.
So Big Time Rush could walk.
Speak on it. Throwing sunflowers at you. Drake and Josh. Classic. Yes. Classic. We love it. What did we learn? That we like Drake, but we gonna get ourselves a Josh. We have iCarly, which did everything right. Ended perfectly. Tearjerkers, constant jokes, great characters. Oh my gosh. Keenan and Kel. Probably one of the best shows in the black community ever created.
The best, one of the best black friendships of all time. One of the best friendships of all time.
Of all time. Come on, give it up. Throwing sunflowers. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Then we have the Rugrats, which is the all-time classic. the all-time fave, the tear jerkers, the character development, the funny adult undertones, the dark side of it, the crazy fan theories. And we have my top fave,
The goat.
my Nickelodeon king, right here, SpongeBob Squarepants.
Pants.
What else is there to say about my man, Mr. Pants? Come on, look at that face, and look at his face. You see that face? Cause he knows. And last but certainly not least,
I fought for this to be an S.
True Jackson
Listen,
DP. Yes.
She ain't just do it for her.
You could talk about it. You could talk about it. Go
She
ahead.
ain't do it. She ain't just do it for her.
What?
She did it for the culture.
The culture.
Independent black black teenager.
Come on.
VP of
Come on.
the biggest
Come on.
fashion company in the world.
Come on. Speak on it.
Come on. Tell me who's doing it better than her.
Who did it better? Who did it better? Who did it better? I want to say that this was probably one of the funnest videos ever created because I had someone here to do it with me.
What?
Yes,
Oh my God.
because this is my first collaboration ever. I never had, like, I always had my family, but I never had like a friend. You know what I mean? And I consider you my friend. So I appreciate my friend, Breanan-Nate. I can only call him Breanan-Nate. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here with me and collabing. Like, I want to do it again. We gotta do it again.
Of course.
Like, we have a great conversation. Great.
Of course, Queen. Of course.
Thank you. Is there anything you want to say to my people and stuff like that? Is there anything you want to say?
You know who else likes these videos? My mom.
Oh my God. On that note, guys, we're just gonna scrap the whole video. This, bro, like, come on. What a, bro, this is a Cartoon Network, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the reference. I appreciate it. Outside references. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that bell so you know when I post, because this is a great video. Like, great. I enjoyed this very much. I want to do it again. Yeah, I really appreciate you. Again, thank you, Breanan-Nate, for being here. Breanan-Nate. Thanks again for watching, and y'all will, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Shalom, peace, bye.
Bye.